little by little, little by little. There are so many in this life, they have given up the fight. They were here just yesterday, now they've gone, drifted away. Tossing and turning all night through, not sure how long they can pursue. Their hope sheerly stripped away, facing challenges each day, little by little. We trusted systems devised for people, sought refuge beneath town steeples, turned to our God, the Almighty, to grant us strength, keep love mighty. We dropped to our knees in prayer, begging, let us fight despair. Let my heart fight one more round. They cannot take what I found. Little by little, child, rise up and turn the page. My words will guide your brave stage. Go and spread your message true. Now's not the time, but bid adieu. We are all broken inside, dosing mean you say goodbye. He has given you the mind, show the world your inner light. Little by little, they kidnap our children's play, chase their fathers far away, tear families with no pride, forcing you to run and hide. The corruption thick and rot, churches hold nothing not. If we stand up hand in hand, together strong where we stand. Cast out demons, turn away, embrace faith in Him each day, proclaiming God you're believing. He will keep your children breathing. Please God, hear my heart's cry. I need your light, you're so high. Can you hear me up above? Give me guidance, give me love. Little by little, open your heart, it's not late. Embrace Him with love, no hate, for your heart will surely mend. He'll be your guide and your friend. Hope must remain in our fire, hold us up to light so bright. Know He has you on His mind. You are now among the divine. Please God, hear this last plea. Wipe the tears away from me. I lead my children safe back home. There's too much left to alone. Little by little, point me to the right curve now. I wish I had you all along. It's never too late to commit. Just trust in Him, little by little.
They are taking our kids every day,
I shout 'em in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
Oh boy, yeah. Hey, Tiff.
Hey, what's going on?
Why? What'd you hear?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I get worried after a long weekend. You know, I'm wondering what the hell went on, what was said, what was going on. You know?
And even if I did hear something, I don't participate in the drama.
Yes. No, you don't. That's why you have me, Tiff. We've
Yep.
already discussed that one. That's me. I'm the little drama warrior. Let me get out there in the little drama fight, and I'm going to go deal with it. You know, have you ever had one of these, Tiff?
No, what is it?
The can of crap. It's the main beverage. I think it's, I don't even know. It tastes like awfulness.
Then why do you have it?
Well, that's my question too, because I don't drink it, and it's in here on my office desk. I don't know if like someone dropped it off for me as a gift, or if it's a.
Is it a soda?
Yeah, it tastes like tar.
Oh.
See if I remember it tastes like what I remember. Oh, it's like flat Jägermeister.
Ew. I don't
Probably
drink.
Jägermeister. Oh, oh my God, I kind of like it though. I hope that doesn't mean I'm getting.
Has it got
Yes.
alcohol in it?
No, it doesn't. But it does have caffeine. I'm gonna be off the walls.
Oh Lord.
Hey, maybe I'll stay awake.
Yeah,
Although
all
George
night.
can't do it. Maybe Moxie will do it. So anyway, whew, what a weekend! What a weekday! What a in the CPS world. Um, a lot of people are out there. Renee Powers gave a nice come together speech for everybody on her Facebook. That was really cool of her. She was just talking about toll and roll and how they're cranking along and that everybody needs to stop the BS. And Henry had a great show on Saturday night with Melissa. We can't tell her last name. And yeah, Kathleen Arthur, that was great. And, they were talking that, and they're getting a lot of things done. And it's coming really fast with Trump's executive order, even, I guess. So that's cool. So there's a lot of things going on there. And then Dave had they had a press conference from the courthouse steps today.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I wish I would have seen that yesterday when I was not doing well. Well, it wouldn't have made any difference because I still was not feeling well, but I wouldn't have been able to. But he asked if I wanted to attend, and I would have done that for sure. I mean, it's only a short drive for me. I don't know about you, but I think that we have some. I think that I have some clips, but then we have a special guest coming in with us tonight. An update from them.
Okay.
So that's cool. Let's see here. Where is it? So yeah, it was a busy weekend on the front of CPS for all of these. And I have to announce on February 21st, Tiff, we're going to call it the Roundtable Summit or the CPS Summit, where we're calling for all the, and I forgot to even tell you about this in our pre-show stuff. So you're in on this now, but February 21st, we want to get all of the leaders and everybody, even parents, everybody. We want to have a huge roundtable summit for everybody to come out and tell everybody what's going on, and for people to be able to speak their, speak their mind to these people. I'm hoping that we can get all of the, all of the head honchos of these groups. And phone call.
Yeah, somebody was calling, but it was a private number, and I don't answer private numbers.
That's only like jail or something. You know that, right? Private number. You never do anything good. Oh my! There goes the cats over my head.
Yeah, mine's sitting on my lap. He's my co-host.
Well, mine will start to do that now. But they were all fixed today. There's no. I thought that this might have been a video, but I guess it wasn't. So that's too bad. I was hoping that he had something up on video about the thing. So that must have been really cool.
So who had the press conference?
Dave did.
What did he tell him to go fuck off?
Oh wait, I think he did. Oh wait a minute. Here he goes. Let's see what he says here. It's about that guy that I think it's about him and that guy that. Here we go. Check this out. Let's see here. Where are we here? I'll just play a clip of this here. Share video. And then we got. But yeah, so on the 21st, I'm going to set up. I meant to set it up already, but like I said, I didn't feel well after Henry's show, and I was down for yesterday and even some of today. But whoops, one more. No, I have this one here. I got to get some more of these. I've been starting this like holistic thing, like using everything in your life, everything that you're ill about has a cure in your real life. You know what I mean? You don't need to have a Tylenol. You can have some sort of whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Put
see.
away. Oh, sorry, it's not distraction. All
So
right.
thank you again for meeting with me. My name is Andrea Taylor. I'm an investigator with DCF, and I'm here because a report came in. It looks like there was some interaction between your family and the Alvarez family. Are you familiar with them?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So
This is the second time you guys have come in here more, the same thing. The last one was in October. With, it's probably in your records, a nice gentleman who visited our home because Matthias wanted to stay with us for a few nights because there was an incident. So go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay. So there's actually several concerns here. There's sexual abuse, physical, and moral neglect. In regards.
I got you covered. This is heavy. Okay, so you said there's a few issues, and is
The
this
concerns are sexual abuse, physical neglect, and moral neglect. I won't read it verbatim, but I'll just give you like a brief synopsis of it. So pretty much it showed that there was a conflict between the two families. It started over the summer, 2025. It said that your husband was found in a swimming pool with several minors, and he was kicked out and told not to return back to the Alvarez residence. And ever since then, it said that your husband has been harassing the family and calling their son Matthias gay. It did mention here that his parents might have confronted your husband, and there seemed to have been a physical altercation that ensued. It did say here that your husband has made some YouTube videos in regards to the family, racially inappropriate regarding the family. It was also noted that
there's a lot here, Andrea.
yeah, so there's some emotional concerns that that family is reporting because of the YouTube videos and the comments from the viewers. And the nature of these videos are viewed across New Jersey and Connecticut. Let's see. The concern regarding sexual abuse, it says here that your husband may be grooming the children in the community, including his own. Says that he provides them with alcohol and money.
And we definitely give them money.
Okay, so these are some of the things that came up in this report, and that's why I'm here.
So that cracks me up, right? That's enough. You guys want to watch that? You can go to his website, or maybe it's on an email. But that cracks me up. So now they can accuse him of grooming kids because his daughters and his son's friends come over their house and he has money and he throws it around to them. That's grooming kids now?
Well, according to her, it is. And what difference does it make if he was in a swimming pool with a bunch of kids?
Right? Like,
I'm a grandmother. I would get in the pool with a bunch of kids.
Yeah, so would I. I don't even like to swim, but I would do it. You know? It's freaking ridiculous. What they're above their reach. And see, here's the thing. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you were Dave Waggle, if you were Gunner, if you were me, whether it was you. If you're going to sit there and say that CPS lies and they make up false reports and they do all that stuff, then you have to stick to your guns and say that they do it for everybody. If they claim that they're innocent, then you have to go with that. Because you can't have it two ways. You can't have it flip-sided like some people that this is, they didn't make it up for him, but they made it up for them. Or, they made it up for you and not for them. You can't do that. It's got to be straight shot. It's got to be straight shot right through the gates, because we all know that they lie. So you can't pick and choose who that works for and who it doesn't. You just can't. It's not right. It's just, and yeah, like, one and only Karma says, never heard of moral neglect before, right?
Yeah, me neither.
What is that? What is that? You neglect to morally support. What is that? What the hell is moral? So now they can take your kid for moral neglect. just a bunch of asinine stuff. You know, right, wrong, or indifferent. What Dave does, that's the thing. But what's wrong is what they're saying and they're accusing of, and what they're doing to that family now. Like there's the harassment, there's the bullshit, you know, and that is the facts. And then you know, like I said, Renee Powers had some good stuff. Let's see here. Let me pull her stuff up here real quick. She made a couple good points right here. I wish that we could have. The YouTube keeps taking down her, or Facebook keeps taking down her other one, which was really powerful. But let's see here. Where is it? Let's see here.
Well, you can't charge somebody with moral neglect if they have no morals, and that's what CPS is. They have no morals.
Right. I thought you were going to say Dave didn't have morals. So I was going to, well, you know.
Oh, no. No. I don't see Dave doing that. Giving kids money, yeah, I see that. Because to me, Dave, regardless of how aggressive he might be, I'm aggressive too, but my one weakness is kids.
Mm-hmm. You know, the guy's just a nice guy. You know, like he wants to be, I guarantee you, he wants to be the best dad around. You know, like he wants to be Mr. Popular Dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I see with Dave. You know, so he'll do anything he can do to be the best dad that he can possibly be for those kids and give them whatever. I mean, you forget too that they just went through all this bullshit, you know?
Right.
So now here they're back at it again, you know?
Well,
So
they
that's
have
ridiculous.
to do something to tarnish his reputation because his reputation is getting bigger than them.
Mm-hmm. It is. They're growing. All right, here's Renee's stuff here. I think this is a spot that I found that was really good that she had said some good stuff.
Poor guys, because they're all one side of this coin. We know that. So how about we all stand together? We recognize that, hey, there is something there that the people have worked on already. And as we've suggested strongly, hey, you got a bill? Throw it our way. We'll put it on the website. We'll say, here, look at this one, because we are being watched. We're just not getting the media attention. And that's because the names behind this team, not the surface names you're seeing, because we're the ones that brought it. The people behind the scenes, the whistleblowers involved behind the scenes, they're not just Johnny-come-lately. These are people you're seeing their work play out across this country. Minnesota, Fulton County, Georgia. One of our whistleblower team members is ground zero in Fulton County. She's been there. Tom Kibler was really instrumental out of Minnesota helping her. We sent the information and the background information about the connections to Fannie Willis and her family, to the real estate and to the grants and to everything that's coming out now. And that's exciting because I can call these people and say, look what your work is doing. You're not getting the credit for it, but I'm trying to get the credit for it because people need to know about those people. Nick Shirley is not the face of Rotten Minnesota. He's just the guy that was tasked with filming it. Do you know when he was 18, he went to Hollywood with a buddy to spend time with all the top creators and podcasters. He grew up his podcasting out of Hollywood. So not that the kids all theater, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is know who's delivering the message. You've got a 22-year-old kid in Minnesota. Do you think he really found all that? Nope. But he filmed the Somalis. And do you think they're the ones that created that? Nope. The uniparts, all of that, the theater created around the facts is just like anything else. Facts omitted is still lying. Well, I'm telling you the fact that this bill has people who have done work that I am excited about picking up the phone every time I see it, calling them going, good job. I saw what they're doing. I know you're behind part of this. This isn't just one person. This is teams of SEER, whether it be, you name the groups. The work being done behind the scenes by people is phenomenal. Why? Because they don't need the platitudes publicly. But when I know these people and I see people, theater being played out in these groups, pretending they've done it all, hell, Toll and Roll hasn't done it all. The people have. We just brought it to DC. It's done. It's a done. It doesn't need mixing up. It doesn't need anything else. It's a done product. But the problem is people are so, when you're a victim, as we all are, you live in chaos, right? And you can't survive unless you believe you're heard. They're not hearing me. They're not hearing me. I got to say it more. Well, how much more can you be heard? We're told in DC they're tired. Seriously, they don't want to hear the stories anymore because they've heard them. They want to hear the remedy. And thank God we have people all across this country in every state who've participated in this remedy. I'll tell you what, Darla Gula on our team, she's a rock star. She'll be the first one to tell you she doesn't really know how to work DC, but she knows how to work a phone. She knows how to send an email. And because of her, when we were in DC, we had 2 of the most important meetings of the trip. And it was phenomenal. And if you people think that getting things done overnight in DC, what are they doing? Well, we can tell you, nothing's getting done overnight. It took where I'm at. My first trip to DC was last May. So I think all these people behind Toll and Roll, and I mean victims, hundreds of victims, thousands of victims. I can tell you over 67 million dispossessed homeowners, because that was my original foundation of work on this, was for the fraud in the financial arenas, which is why my lane in this was the financial crimes. And what I know for a fact is all of this is tied, all of it, to the counterfeit, forged, and perjured documents in county and land records and state and court records. This is what Toll and Roll is all about. And since 2019, that was the plea. Let's do the audits across this country in every court and every land record, extrapolate the counterfeit, forged, and perjured documents, collect civil and criminal penalties. And the civil penalties, guys, really are beyond your comprehension. Hundreds of trillions. Hundreds of trillions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
So there you go. So there's Renee. That's what she's talking about. You know, the whole coming together, and there's all these people in the parts. So they've got big things going on. So that's good. They're awesome. You know, that's great. I really hope that her bill is really cranking away. You know what I mean? I hope that's getting what they're saying. I really do. I mean, because her bill is great. You know, we back that. You know, so a lot of big things happening this week in the CPS thing. And the CPS and Washington fight and all of that stuff. And then there's some other people that I'm not going to mention, but we can leave them alone. But yeah, so February 21st, we're going to shoot to have that roundtable summit.
Okay.
You know, where we try to pull everybody together, and then we'll see what the thick of the thick is. We'll see what really happens that day, who shows their face and who decides not to. Because you know what? 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So we decided, you know what, we'll know then. We'll put to bed all of these rumors, all of this, that, and this. This will give everybody a time to come on and tell everybody what the truth is about what they're doing, what they've done. People can ask questions. I think it'll be pretty cool. I just hope that everybody will participate in it.
That's a Saturday.
So, yes, ma'am.
That's when Henry's supposed to be on.
Yeah, well, Henry's gonna be part of this, so maybe we'll get Henry to host it.
I'm writing it down. Round table.
Yep.
8 p.m. I just got to put it in my phone. Because
we're getting a lot of people out there that are saying that a lot of things are happening, but you know what? We don't know what's true and what's not. Let's get the facts, right? That's what I want. I want the facts. I don't want any more bullshit. I want facts about what's going on with everybody's stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, today, Virginia, if you go to my Facebook page, I reposted it. Virginia Now, if you make a call about a complaint on somebody, it doesn't go to the localities anymore. It goes straight to the state. And then the state will decide if it needs to be investigated. And then they will contact the locality of wherever the call came from. So we'll see what happens. It's a start. We're waiting on one more bill. It's on the floor. I think it's going to be heard Thursday or Friday, I believe. And of course, CPS pushed back on that. Just so you know, there's 119 directors for CPS here in Virginia. All one night. Well, there's 120 directors in Virginia, CPS directors. 119 of them pushed back on it, said no. One director said yes. It passed anyway. The other one is where, even though it's your First Amendment right, they're trying to make it to where you can record CPS in their build. It doesn't matter where they're at. And if their paperwork does not match what they said on that video, you will now have a chance to sue them. So there's a lot of pushback.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it's all about accountability.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Very, very good.
So we'll see.
I can't do it that loud because my head hurts, so I can't do it that, but that's great.
Yes, there's 120 in the state of Virginia. Just see.
So what is that, one for each county or something?
Yes.
You have 120 counties in Virginia?
No, we have 120 CPS offices in Virginia.
That's like more than the population.
And we're broken into 4 different regions.
What is the population of Virginia?
I have no idea.
Well, we're going to find that out right now. Population of Virginia. Virginia's population is 8,964,220. So for every 800,000 people, you have a director of CPS?
It looks that way. We have 120 of CPS directors. And the only other one that has less than us, and it's only by 20, is North Carolina.
Jesus almighty.
North Carolina has 100.
Do you know let's see here. Let's pull this number up. Because last I knew, there was more people. Let's see.
And that number is going to change if they try and take their guns.
Who's the
Virginia? That 8 million people, that's going to change because they're coming for their guns and they're not having it.
So as of well, this is 2023. There was 21,000, 32,000, 53,000. So 60,000 people work for CPS in the United States.
Wow. Oh my God. I read this the other day. I think it was Friday. Jay Jones, who's our attorney general, he's a flake. I'm going to get those 10,000 social workers back their jobs. Okay.
Oh my.
You can try, but RFK cut the offices, which means all the states had to cut their social workers.
Oh.
They went from 28 departments in the federal government to 15.
That's good.
Yeah.
We definitely need less.
Yeah.
I mean, for certain, we need less. Speaking of needing less caseworkers, we got Mr. Michael Ryland with us to give us an update on what's going on with his case.
All right, bring him on.
So let's see what kind of stuff they've got him pulling on now. Michael! You can't hear us. Oh, shit. You know what? Hey, go back out. Go back out and come back in. Because you got no sound on here. That thing happened to him again. That damn wouldn't be the same without you're absolutely right, Kelly. They create more problems than they do solve. For certain. Destroying families left and right, just destroying everything. It's incredible. It's incredible that they get away with doing what they do. It amazes me that more people don't realize that they're actually destroying families opposed to helping them. It really does. And you know what else kills me? Is that all the kids that are dying, the children that are dying, die in their custody. They don't die at home. They die when they have them in custody. You know, so there's, what is that? You know, like what the hell is that? You know, but this scanner is busy. Turn that off. Now we got to make sure they're not coming for me. You know?
I hear you.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yeah, you know, like that's what they do. 60,000 of them. 60,000 of them. I bet you the number's even bigger. I bet you it's even bigger than that. Because at one point,
I'm sure it is.
There was more. There was more CPS workers than IRS workers. So I don't know what that number is, but it's got to be pretty high then. And Virginia's talking about taking away people's guns?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
That's why I said there's...
That's the America's melting pot right there. How are they going to take away guns from there?
Oh, they're talking about doing a lot of shit, and you can only have 10 rounds. Is that 10 bullets? Because I'm not a gun owner. I have no clue.
Yep, that's
okay.
10 bullets. What the hell's 10 bullets? You're going to miss that many.
They're trying. It's terrible. And to buy a gun, they want to charge you $500 tax. No. Well, just know they're marching. They're marching in Richmond.
Oh, sure they are. Marcus Faisal was killed when I was in foster. He was 6 years old and killed by his foster parents. I was moved to a group home. Wow, that's awful, karma. Oh, my. Oh, here's to remembering Marcus Faisal. That's sad. I just can't believe the amount of kids that are dying in their custody and no one says anything about it. You know, it's acceptable to them. It's okay to, you know, have a child be killed there, but not when the, you know, like, but yet the parents are supposed to be the ones that are the dangerous ones and the dangerous. I mean, how many did we hear over last summer? How many of those kids do we report on that were in those cars? You know, the caseworkers forgot that they were in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, and didn't that one run? I haven't heard anything else about her.
I bet you they got away with it.
It wouldn't surprise me. I do know that a man, I don't know, it made national news, but he's here in Virginia. Him and his nanny killed his wife and some dude. In 2023, I think they said. I don't know, but he was found guilty today.
Oh, good. That's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's good.
He was even convicted on felony counts of child abuse and child neglect because he had his little girl in the basement while he was upstairs murdering the mom.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
that's
oh my.
That's a man that doesn't give a shit.
Huh. And the little girlfriend, the au pair, whatever they call them, the nanny, she testified against him.
Oh, that must have been an awful story.
It was.
My God, people are going cuckoo in this world.
Why? I don't understand why he just didn't divorce her.
well, if we're probably sure, Jen, you want to come in? You can come in for a moment, Jen, while we wait for Ryan. I'll pop you an invite link. Sure, we can do that. Let me see here. Where are you on my list of people? I told a buddy of mine today, he's like, man, I've been trying to get on Messenger. I'm like, listen, dude, if you're not the first 30 on my list, then I don't even get to you at the end of the day.
Yeah, I figured out the perfect time to call you, but I'm not telling because then everybody's going to call you.
I know, right? I even put that time aside. I'm like, I know Tiff's calling, so I can't do nothing. Let's see here, Jennifer. Yep, wrong time, wrong person. Oh, my camera's off.
I thought you knew.
No, I didn't know that. I thought I was on. Well, hold on a minute. You can't do two things at once here.
I thought you was back there eating your little treats that you be hiding.
Yeah, my little fun snacks.
Yeah.
Well, the Moxie's working because I'm awake.
Mm-hmm.
Grab BRAD. There we go. There you are. What the hell's going on in the back there? Oh, cats are, yes. Cats are gross. Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm. He needs to go in. Who is that? Is that Deuce? Hunter? Oh, he needs to go in the cage. Poor little girls just got back from being fixed. They're not going to have that business going on around here. I didn't even think they could make noise.
Well, yeah.
Right, I just emailed you. I just sent you that in your messenger. Installing it again. It says enter without mic. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. Don't enter without a mic. Rylan, don't do that. Yeah, let me send you the link again. Maybe it's just a dirty link. All right, now I can do this. Now I can get the camera back on. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about 60,000 CPS workers?
That's more than judges. I thought we had like 40,000 judges across the United States.
Do we?
That's what I heard somebody say.
Right in your Facebook Messenger, Jen. That's where you can put that link. In your Facebook Messenger is where I sent it, Jen. Let's see here. Marcus was killed in Claremont. Oh, this is awful.
That poor baby.
I feel bad for Karma, man, because they had to live through that too. Marcus was killed in Claremont County, Ohio. The foster parents left for a family reunion and left him tied up in the closet for 5 days. I was moved to a group home because Lifeway for Youth was shut down. Yeah, I'd hope the hell they were shut down because of that.
You know who that is.
I do?
That's Jane.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. So I was just about to be like, hey, you should come on the show.
You're so funny.
That's terrible. That must have been a scary thing to go through. You know what I mean? Like knowing that happened to you, like that must be awful being a foster kid and knowing that these things are going on. And then to have to live like that. And then, wow, that's got to be scary as hell. Not knowing if it was going to be you or not. You know, like I feel like imagine being a foster kid and you don't know who are you going to turn to for help? You know, who do you turn to for help when you're a foster kid like that?
You have nobody because nobody's listening to you.
Right. That's terrible. It's so damn scary. I couldn't imagine. I can't imagine what that must be like.
I can't even imagine that little 6-year-old boy, what was going through his mind.
Probably a bunch of hunger for a while.
I can't
Scared.
even tell King to stop running off because I don't want somebody to kill him like they did Adam Walsh, right? I tried to explain that to him, and he just got loud in the story. It's like, yeah, how you like it? I tell you, I cut your head off, and I'm like, I didn't say that.
Oh man. You know, okay, so here, that's a perfect example of people that catch something going on. So, like, now you have that episode happening to you in the mall, right? Where when you did this, and then here comes some asshole with a cell phone going, CPS, we got this people over here that are abusing their kids. Now, you're not abusing your kids. You're making it a point because you don't want them to ever run off again and have their head get cut off. And that's it. And that's the point you're making. But somebody's going to pick up their freaking phone because they want to be a goddamn hero. And then now CPS is coming in, investigating you and what's going on in your house and all this shit, all because you were trying to just teach your children. You know what I mean? This
Right.
is just awful stuff. All right. Looks like we got Michael in here, but Jen, you need to go back out and come back in because now you don't have a microphone.
Oh no.
All right. We'll get Michael on here real quick. Let's get Michael in here. Michael, can you hear us now, buddy? There you go.
How's it going, brother?
We're good. What's going on, buddy? What do you got going on?
Oh man, a lot's changed. I think I told you the last time I was on here that my lawyer wanted to suppress that evidence. He didn't want to, I don't know, use the fact that my pastor and a 40-year-old police veteran. Okay, well, since then they contacted us the day before a meeting and told us that, and I'm talking about DCS, told us that my children were going to be, or my daughters were going to be moved to a.
King to stop running off because
Your daughters were going to be moved to where?
A separate foster home, a different foster home, that it would still be in the same county. But then during the meeting, they started using kinship, like saying kinship placement. And me and my wife was like, what do you mean kinship placement? Who's kinship placement? You know, we're not aware of anybody that they know that's willing to take them right now. Like, well, what are you talking about? And they weren't going to tell us. Like DCS was just like not going to tell us. But Omni finally opened up and said that it was her cheerleading coach.
Oh my God.
Yeah, her cheerleading coach is the one who put in the 2 recommendations that my daughter stay with her foster mom, like letters of recommendations to the judge saying that my children did not need to come home. They needed to stay with their foster mom.
Isn't that parental interference?
Right.
Tiff, isn't that parental interference of some sort?
yeah, because their plan is to reunify. What did your lawyer say?
I can't get in touch with him. My wife can't get in touch with hers. She's decided, yeah, my wife, I can't get in touch with mine, and my wife can't get in touch with hers. Ever since my lawyer told me that he didn't want to use that it would tick the judge off, I haven't been able to get in touch with him. So me and Crystal plan on firing her lawyer and having her call the witnesses to the stand, having her call our pastor to the stand, having her call Tom to the stand. Tom said he'll come, without a subpoena, that he's there for us. Like he said that what they were doing was wrong to us. And I don't understand how they can say it's a kinship placement when this lady hasn't known my daughter but like the last 9 months.
Well, it's actually called
We don't know her.
It's called fictive kin, and all that means is as long as they've had a relationship with your child, doesn't have to be you, with your child, they can use them as fictive kinship.
Well, the problem with that is I looked up the law in Tennessee, and they would have had to have known my child before she was put into state's custody for it to be, like you're saying, kinship placement.
Oh, they didn't know her?
No, they didn't know her. She's only recently just become a cheerleader.
Well, then that doesn't qualify for kinship.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, I knew coaches and teachers could be, and I mean, I would have been happy with that. But like I said, this woman's put in 2 letters of recommendation already, you know, and they're not even in her care right now, or at least I don't think they are. I don't know. We had that meeting about a week ago.
And you can't get your lawyer's not answering your phone calls. He's just not doing nothing.
Maybe he's not. And I guess he realized that I wasn't just gonna roll over and trust him. I mean, if he would have given me a reason to trust him, if he would have given me a clear-cut strategy, you know, just putting me and my wife on the stand, you know, they have three Omni workers ready to get on the stand, you know, Omni workers that have been coached like in front of my witnesses. That's not a foolproof plan. He said just to trust him. I can't just trust him that. I mean, yes, put me and my wife on the stand, but destroy the credibility of the woman that's lied the entire time.
Right.
I sent you and I sent the Punisher both short clips of the video me and my wife have on her phone of the Omni worker from 2 visits ago saying that there's never been anything but positive interaction with us and our children during the visits. And I mean, during the visitation meeting, she said that there was negative interactions at every visit. But then when she got on the stand, she switched that up. She said the last 2.
But even still, that doesn't mean anything. That means nothing. You know,
Their
this is ridiculous. They're what?
Those are just opinions. They have to, everything in court has to be supported by facts. So based on what quote facts do you make the statement they always have conflict? That's a very broad. So bring us the facts. Tell us the specifics of the argument. You want to know the who, what, when, where, how, and why of each instance. That it's obscene what they're doing with their allowing unsupported claims, unsupported truth claims to reign supreme. It's horrific.
You got to do. I mean, this is hopefully what the system's trying to crash down. Jesus Almighty! This is just. I mean, when is it? Why is it now that foster parents and you know these people that never had anything to do with your kid up until the point of this, now they get to say where your kid goes, but your choice is dead. You know, like like what you have to say as a parent is no good.
Right.
Tennessee, the same thing happened in our case. Exact same thing. They gave this preferred status. They were looking at that's the parent. This dead entity.
Wow.
I keep hitting up Kathy.
Go ahead, Jen. What?
I keep hitting up Kathleen Arthur because she's in Washington right now and she's making some progress. She's moving and shaking and talking to people, and apparently she's gaining ground. I keep asking
Here's my question, though. Here's my question about all these people in Washington. I read these bills. I got stacks of them behind me of all this stuff that all these people are doing. But when are they going to tackle the wrongful removal of children? That's what I want to know.
That's what I said. That's exactly the comment I put in her comments today on Facebook, where she's saying I'm moving and shaking. I said, well, are we really going to address the leaky pipe before cutting the water source? When the plumber comes in, what they do is they cut the water source and then they go address foster care. Here, the pipeline is these fraudulent removals and the fact that they're using baseless allegations, hearsay, questionable, spurious quote evidence. The one thing I want to just draw to everyone's attention is that in law, because that was my first passion, was forensic medicine. When I was a PA, I did my electives in forensics. I got to, shadow investigators. I got to perform autopsies. I get to go, oh, what do you keep in this room? Everything. I had my hands in every little bit. Evidence has to be, and it has to be testable. So the fluid out of your eyeball, the vitreous, and saving it in a freezer, I can come back to that 7 years later, and I can say, you know, there was legitimately a substance found in that body fluid. It's going to be found in the body fluid because we froze it at the time that the allegation was made, and 7 years later, it's testable, it's legitimate, it's valid. Here, it's a false claim to begin with, and they're not preserving anything. There's nothing tangible. There's nothing of substance to come back to. It's a farce. It's a farce.
I'll guarantee you, if you go get your case files after you get your TPR hearing, after your TPR and they TPR you, I guarantee you that case file is yay thin.
Flawed.
If it even exists.
Oh, it's not even. I was bringing this up to Michael Ryland. You're supposed to have FAST tool, the Family Advocacy and Support tool. It's like a 12-page document, and it scores you on different factors.
Oh yeah, we have that. Remember, I got that for you, right? You got that.
Yeah, I sent it to you. Cool. And it's supposed to appear within the record within 10 daes, and then every 90 days thereafter.
Yeah.
Where is this? They're supposed to be updating them and saying, okay, there's no positive findings here. If they had something at the beginning, then that gives you an actions list, something that you can tack. And they're not even to be found in the record. They don't know their own job, and they're not. It's horrific what a mess this was. Just let's sign.
Have you ever seen those, Michael?
What is it?
Have you seen any of those fast forms that we sent you and everything? Have you ever seen those in your case?
No, I've never seen them before. I got it from you and from her, though, from Miss Jennifer.
And I even went so far as to, put together some research on what to expect when you're going into this. A parent should at very least get, and I've got it somewhere here on one of my file cabinets, a list of the different hearings. We're calling this one the show cause hearing. We're calling this one the, probable cause hearing. We're calling this one the disposition
permanency hearing.
Permanency hearings. Right? We should
get. They skipped over mine.
Shouldn't there be a little handout for you that has in Roman numerals 1 through 10? These are the names of the hearings. This is what to expect at each of them.
First of all, if they skip any of those hearings, they're supposed to be held liable. And because the rule is this, the error of the caseworker supersedes that of the flaw of the parent. That's the way that it's supposed to go. And somewhere along the lines, they've lost that because that isn't the case at all. And that's what it says in all of their documents, is that the error of the caseworker supersedes the flaw of the parent. And that doesn't even come close to holding a candle to that.
But it also says that no emergency overrides the Constitution. So even in imminent danger and exigent circumstances, the Constitution is still in place, but they break that too.
So y'all still agree with me and Crystal? We should not take this psych eval with the risk assessment?
Oh, hell no, dude.
Anything you say can and will be used against you. Not anything you say can and will be used in your favor.
They will find something.
If we take this test, they're going to have recommendations that go along with it. And the only reason why she recommended this test is because during the visitation meeting, she said there was negative interaction at every visit.
Which is false. Where's your proof? Sure, bring your truth claims all day long. Give me your truth claim.
So here's the problem, though. But here's the problem. If you refuse that test, they're going to use that against you. If you use that test, they're going to fuck. So I would rather have them. You can fight if you don't give them any information. You can fight that way. If you give them something, then you don't stand a chance.
Here's what, remember I told you I have a wonderful family law attorney with almost 40 years experience. She says to go get your own independent one. From somewhere where these people don't stomp and roll and all, playing each other's sandbox. Go get one. They're pricey, but I mean, look at Dave Weigel, right? He's raising money to replace the wages of parents who are falsely put on child support.
Mhm.
Maybe that's another opportunity for his charity, is for parents who've been falsely accused of, or even if they were legitimately accused, to render aid, to get them whatever they need. The
And then
state's
here's the thing too, they're supposed to be helping you. These things aren't supposed to be penalties on you. They're supposed to be aids to give you tools for the rest of your life to become a better parent. That's what this stuff is supposed to be for. That's what the Title IV money is supposed to be for. You know, like in your apartment and everything. Did they give you the money to get your apartment that you guys got, your new place to live and everything? Did they give you that, or did you have to raise it?
He did it on his own.
Right. So they're supposed to, if they require housing, then that housing is on them. That's it, man. They
That's
require
what
it.
it's all about, identifying any weaknesses. And
Mhm.
what do they say? Lining them up, knock them all down.
Right. So here's the problem: is
Here's
the
the
system is made absolutely 100% correct. It is made to help you, but the problem is the people that are in it aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's the problem.
And they
So,
don't even know their job. Otherwise, they would have been like, okay, Mr. Ryland and Mrs. Ryland, we're going to be going over the FAST tool today. Anywhere we find a 1 or a 2, those are areas where we can work together. Anything 0, you're good. Make no changes. Great job. Pat on the back, feather in your cap. It's not happening.
so I've been working with this guy for a while. This poor man, he's doing everything right. I don't want to say too much because we're going to have a meeting with the sheriff over here. But anyway, so he lives in a rented place. The furnace went out. CPS shows up, says you can't stay here because there's no heat. We're going to pay for a hotel. Fine. They pay for a hotel. CPS shows back up. Now he's got to sign a safety plan so the child doesn't leave the hotel. Okay. So then he needed $200 to get it cost $200 more or whatever. Long story short, he came and fixed the furnace. This bitch on Friday said, well, you need to sign another safety plan. Thank God he talked to me first. I said, tell that bitch to kick rocks. He said, I'm not signing another safety plan. And he left her standing right there on the corner in the wind and the snow blowing in her face and her little clipboard and her papers flying everywhere. I said, fuck her. And that's what he did.
They get some big britches, don't they?
Yeah. No, I told him, no, you don't need to sign. You should have never signed the first one. That's not your problem. That's the landlord's problem.
That's like me. Recently, we had an ice storm, and
we all got it.
yeah, so trees was blowing up all over. Like at 3 o'clock in the morning, you could open up your door and hear trees blowing up. Well, we ended up losing power, and DCS asked us if we had power. I wasn't about to respond. Like, she don't respond to me, you know, why would I tell them, no, we don't have power?
Yeah.
See how the amendment does this?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ever notice that?
That's it, man. Well, I mean, that the sad thing is that the system that they put in place is really meant to be there to help, and would be very effective if they used it in the right way, but they don't. They use it to take your kid instead of giving you.
Well, that's because they incentivized it. That's why. If they hadn't incentivized it, if they had said, we will give you X amount of money to keep this family together, there wouldn't be any more kids being pulled out of homes. But no, they said, we'll give you X amount of dollars for every child you remove and X amount of dollars for every child you adopt out. That's how it worked.
Go to my Facebook. I reposted it again today, Nancy.
Thank you.
So, like I said, before the meeting, it was they're going to another foster home. During the meeting, it's kinship. They wouldn't try and tell us who it was, but then finally told us it was the cheerleading coach. And then after the meeting, like directly after the meeting, we messaged the DCS worker and asked her if these were foster parents or not. Like, have they did the classes? And I mean, I already knew the answer because I looked to find how long it took to become a foster parent, and it was like 6 months. And you know, she hasn't even known my daughter for 6 months, so they're not
That's
foster
two, right?
parents, right?
One,
But they're lying and saying that they are.
kinship. They didn't know them prior to, and two,
Mhm.
they can't even possibly. You know, that's like exclusionary.
Right, because I knew something was going on. I knew whenever they first started saying kinship. I didn't know that they had to know him before, so I couldn't call that out. Like I thought that it was just because it was her coach, it was okay. But then I did the research afterwards, and yeah, like you said, they have to know the child before the child was placed into custody, or it's not kinship. And she
I
was,
think I think your lawyers quit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because here in Virginia, even with the CPS case, they're not allowed to talk to you if you have a lawyer. They can
right,
try,
yeah,
but they have to
yeah.
contact your lawyer first.
Our lawyers weren't even in the meeting.
Well, that should
Neither
be a
one of
problem in
them.
itself. That should be a problem in itself right there. I mean,
That's
like
Tennessee.
you're not supposed to be unrepresented there.
That's
They should have
Tennessee.
canceled that meeting immediately.
That's how they did us too. And then
I wanted to drop off, but I wasn't just going to let them have the meeting without me.
You should have said, let me get my lawyer on the phone.
Right.
Oh, man. This is turning from horrible to
See, with
unbelievable.
Crystal's lawyer don't have an office, so when she calls him, all she gets is his answering machine. When I call my lawyer, I get his secretary, and that's all I ever get.
And what is his secretary saying?
I'll relay the message.
I wish you lived in Virginia because I got the perfect lawyer for you. He's
Yep.
taken on 17 new clients from me and Claire. So this man is very busy, and we got a lot of kids coming home here in Virginia because he rocks that courthouse. Do you hear me?
He scares the shit out of them.
Yes, he does not play.
I just need a Tennessee lawyer that'll file a civil lawsuit on Omni. Just somebody like that. And I've told lawyers, every lawyer that I talk to about it, that I don't want no money off my kids, not going to church. I mean, they can have every bit of the money. Just punish Omni for doing this to my children.
Mm-hmm. It's their right to practice their religion, man. Period. End of story.
That's part of the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
And then suppressing me from asking them questions about it. That's not right.
Yeah, that's policy. That's not a fucking law. You need to tell them to produce the law, because when I get some stupid off the wall shit, I be telling my parents, say, can you produce that law, and don't come at me with the code or statute. You need to produce the law.
Right, exactly.
I even tell them, since you're not a lawyer, go ask the county or the city attorney, since they like to help you all so much. Go tell them to pull the law up and then come back at me with it.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, start making some noise there, buddy. You need this. This is all systems go for you, brother. This is them. Now they're legitimately they're trying to steal your children's from you, bud.
And TPR you. That's the goal.
Yeah, I'm at 15 months right now.
Yeah.
That's the time. 15 months out of 22.
Yep. We're at 15 months right now. We haven't seen our children in 3 months.
When's your next court date?
The 11th.
Of this month?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I guess we'll see if your lawyer shows up first off.
Right. So 1 o'clock.
Be armed with this. Remember the 4 pillars. Tell them you've got. Make sure you have some psych evals lined up, and you're working on having a charity help.
See, the psych evals are lined up. We're supposed to do one.
Not
Sunday.
them.
I know.
Theirs.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't want to do them.
Lore in it, and they'll take a sentence out of context and sew it into they'll weave it into a narrative that just takes
To
those
fit
kids.
their narrative. It's gonna have to fit their narrative.
Oh, my whole thing on that is there was a psychiatrist or a psychologist on the visitation meeting, and the GAL asked the psychologist if she had any recommendations, and she said no, not at this time. So then the GAL then said, okay, well, I recommend couples therapy because Crystal didn't argue with me about it, and a psych eval with a risk assessment. And we're going to argue in court that that was based off of lies. You know, the Omni worker got on there and lied. We have clear evidence that she lied. We have video evidence of her saying the exact opposite from two visits ago. So it was unjustified.
She needs a psych eval. That's a split personality. One day this, one day that. Get that one.
Well, that's funny because that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, if I need to take one, then she needs to take one.
Right.
And who the fuck is any of these people that doesn't have a PhD or an MD? I'm telling you, when people come at me like that, I'm like, I am so glad to know that you have an MD and a PhD behind your fucking name.
Right. Exactly. I mean, that's what I've been told by numerous people is she's a lawyer. She doesn't have the credentials to recommend psych evals.
Neither does the judge.
There was someone on the meeting. There was someone on the meeting, a psychologist, but she said she had no recommendations. That's my whole plan is to go in there and make the judge see that, like we're not going to take these psych evals. We're not going to do the risk assessment. If the judge orders us to after the hearing, then we will. Period. You know, we're going to comply with what the judge says. But the GAL is not the judge.
Do you think printing that out in 72-point font and slapping it on a poster board, you know? No recommendations.
Here you go, right here. Summary of the Supreme Court in California held that MB, despite her attorney's mistakes in filing notice of appeal untimely, has not irrevocably lost her right to appeal the termination of parental rights. The court emphasized that under the Welfare and Institutions Code 317, 317.5, and 366.26, every parent facing termination is entitled to competent legal representation and the right to appeal. The decision underscores that when an attorney fails to file or do anything for you incompetence, the parent may seek relief based on their failure, provided they demonstrated promptness, diligence in pursuing your case. So yeah, dude, you have every right to fucking go after them. And that's the facts, dude.
My pastor looked it up. He's like, he wanted to come in and just be a character witness for me, but then he heard the judge tell all the witnesses to step out and not be discussed in the case, you know, out in the lobby. And so he knew that they weren't supposed to be doing that after she got off the stand and she went out and was coaching the other Omni workers on what to say because she had just lied back to back to it. Like one of the lies she said the other lady was the one who kicked me out. Well, during the visitation meeting, she admitted to putting her hand on this. She slammed her hand on the table. We brought that up during the visitation meeting, and she said she put her hand on the table and told me to get out. So, I mean, yeah.
They lie. They lie. That's for sure. But we got the 11th. We got till then. We can start kicking at help you out, seeing what we can do to help you out. Jim, thanks for coming out. Michael, we'll be in touch for sure. Tiff, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Tiff on the block, shadow creeping deep. Punisher lurking, no time for sleep. CPS snakes stealing in the night. Family broken, but weeknight to fight. Apos and secrets with ice in our vein. YouTube dropping bomb, breaking chains. Giving more pressure, we won't fall here. Just a rum to make them disappear. Tiff and the Punisher hit it. Fighting for freedom, they can't hold us back. Abolish CPS, catch it again. Exploding the truth in the trap of a time. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up. Never crack. Hit the gang, gang, gang. Justice in the trash. Punisher and beast mode, Tiff calling shots. Hitting off hard, connecting the dots. Kid trapped in system, parents in despair. But with the underground, breathing red air. Perk loading up like clips in the mag. Abolishing evil, wave the black flag. Slow down the vibe, but the fire stay lit. Victory creeping, feel the trap hit. Tiff and the Punisher, hit it, fighting for freedom, they can't hold us back. Abolish CPS, that's just gang. Exploding the truth in the trap of attack. Pump it up, gas. Pump it up, Punisher rolls, D-tip never cracks. Hit the gas. Justice in the trash. Deep and dark, no escape right here. Tipping phones to the street, Punisher bring the fear. Family rising, system crumbling down. Trap justice burning, claim the crime. Pump it up, hold up, hit it. Pump it up, hold up, hit it. Pump it up, hold up, hit it. Pump it up, gas. Tiff and the Punisher hit it. Fighting for freedom, they can't hold us back. Abolish CPS, cause it got gas. Exploding the truth in the trap of attack. Pump it up, gas. Pump it up, Punisher roll, D-tip never cracks. Hit the gas. It's just in the trash.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?